Kai, when you were training in the US, you've already been exposed to a lot of NBA players. You worked with Chuck Pearson, so many other NBA players. But now in the NBL, you're playing with and against former NBA players. With Adelaide, I'm sure you're getting a lot of good tips from Bairstow, who played for the Chicago Bulls, and Dusty Hannes has been in the NBA with the Memphis Grizzlies, and both of those guys are major contributors to your team. Then you go up against other teams with NBA players, and I was watching you play on a switch against Matthew Dellavedova. You held your own, made him rethink his shots. I think you might have even blocked him. So, are you in awe when you're playing with former NBA players and against NBA players? How does it feel?
During the game, I don't really think about it. It's like if you're my teammates, you're my teammates. If you're my opponent, I don't really think of stuff like that. But yeah, I mean that instance with Dellavedova is just one defensive stop, and I just try to force him left because that's
Mhm.
what the scout said. But yeah, I mean having Bairstow, DJ, and Isaac, those guys, especially from a big man's perspective, is so much to learn from them every day. That's why those are one of the things that I'm very looking forward to every day when I go to practice is to learn from those guys, and not just them, but also guys like Sunday Ditch and Mitch McCann, who are like really good leaders, and they just I can just learn so much from everybody in one day. So it's very fun to be with this group.
Coach CJ, bringing down Melbourne had to be an achievement. They had an 8-game winning streak, and you guys were underdogs in that game. You pulled it off in overtime, and you did without Isaac Humphries. Now, when he comes back, and I think he's due to come back any day now soon, if I'm not mistaken, uh, will his return diminish Kai Soto's presence on the court? Will they be able to play together? We know that Kai can play multiple positions. Um,
Hmm.
what is your scheme of things when Isaac comes back, and how will Kai Soto fit in your system and in your rotation?
Well, from day one, I saw Kai Sotto contributing to the NBL, and I see that with Isaac, and when it was unfortunate that we didn't have him for, he was in and out for the preseason games, and then when I was told that there's a chance that he's not playing in the first few games, I was like, well, that hurts us. That doesn't help the team. So I know he can play the four spot and play beside someone like Isaac Humphries, and that's what gave me great confidence in knowing that I can get the minutes that I see and vision for him in our time with Adelaide 36ers when with our big man component. As as it went on, and having Kai out and having Isaac in, it was like finding the rotations to get him in to get a feel for it without overdoing it, and with some responsibilities and understanding of here's how the game will unfold. But Kai knows now, when he's coming in the game, he knows his matchup, so he knows what he's looking for. I tell him the tendencies of what he should be looking to, how he attacks to how he's going to approach and where he gets his shots from. But the plan forward for him playing will definitely, it's not going to diminish. Um, I need him to stay healthy, as I need all our bigs to, so that we can get the most out of him. So the plan is never to subtract; it's more to how can I help Kai contribute more and less more on the bigs that are veterans, as you have stated. And Kai has stated they're older, they're wiser, and been around the game. But Kai's youth and his ability to impact the game is still second to none in this league.